Greetings, everyone! Gotta start with my greeting every time, because I'm a nice person. Okay, so, I love Overwatch, and I've had a lot of fun playing it. I'm actually kind of obsessed with it. But it's not without its flaws. So I've been thinking about a few things it could use to make it even better. And I think a lot of people will agree with me here. So I'm going to go through a list of 5 things that I think will really improve the game. So number 5, I think we need a vote to kick button. And I say this with trepidation because competitive play is still not perfect. I'm not sure if the vote to kick button will work in that, especially since if a player disconnects, the match is just instantly canceled. And if you voted to kick someone, you can't just drop someone in the middle of competitive mode on a team that's losing. That would be ridiculously unfair. But I think it would help for quick play. I think we need some sort of ranking system. I just think that if you're losing and you have 2 attack Torbjorns, something is wrong! I digress. If we had a vote to kick button, it would only be for quick play or AI matches. And you would need more than one person voting to kick this person, obviously. It works similar to Warcraft's vote to kick button in a dungeon. You need a majority of the team to kick someone. So they would have to not be contributing as well as the rest of the team thinks they should be. Also, I think that there needs to be a voting system for competitive play. So if you come across a player who you're going 5 rounds with and they are consistently going against the team, not putting forth enough effort, or they're just ignoring everything that you and your team are doing. It's a team-based game. If you're not playing as a team, then you're doing it wrong. So I think there needs to be some sort of voting system to help with that problem. Maybe you could downvote that person specifically. That way, eventually, that person will get some sort of warning, or maybe they could lose rank if they get enough bad votes. That seems kind of harsh, but let's say someone's going in 10 games in a row and they get downvoted all 10 games like that. They've got to be doing something wrong. So maybe they need to practice a little more before they go into competitive play again. Okay, well, we spent enough time on that one. Number 4, a skirmish mode. And I don't mean the team-based skirmish mode that we get before we find players for a quick match. I mean a free-for-all, all-out, bullshit, shooting each other skirmish mode. Everyone against everyone. I think that would be fun. Either that, or I'd love to be able to duel some of my asshole friends. That'd be cool. I know they have custom games, but it's not the same. I'd rather just have a duel with a friend and get to like a couple deaths, like maybe 3 deaths, and then that person wins. Number 3, currently they don't have a way to get this in-game currency unless you get it from a loot box. Heroes has successfully done daily quests, so maybe your daily quests could be play a support or play a tank, or maybe it could be something simple like win a game, or it could be get this many kills today. Just get this many eliminations. That way you don't have to worry about playing a specific role. Especially if you're bad at one, then you won't have to punish the rest of your group for having that quest. But there needs to be something. Maybe first win of the day will get you some in-game currency or a daily quest. Something to that matter. And number 2 will bring us to another way you could get in-game currency. Number 2 is, I think we need a reward system for voting. Everybody's seen the voting at the end of the match. 4 people show up, and you vote for the person you think did the best. And sometimes people don't even vote at all. It's a big problem when people are trying to get epic or legendary votes. You find that, at least 3 people have left already before the voting even started. So I think that a good reward system would be you vote for someone and you get 1 in-game currency coin. And that stuff will add up, especially if you play all the time and you vote every time. Voting for yourself will not give you a coin. You could still do it, but it won't reward you in the same way. Your reward will come from your incredibly overinflated ego. You could even do something like the person you vote for gets a coin, as well as yourself. But if you vote for yourself, you don't get anything, except that sweet, sweet feeling of seeing that number 1 and check mark next to your name. Also, we have an issue with salty voting. You've all seen this. You've all done this. You lose a game. You see the scoreboard. You've got the one person on your team that did a good job. So you vote for him. Even though everyone on the enemy team did way better than that person. You still vote for your own teammate because fuck the red team. So here's what I think for that. Instead of picking 4 players from the whole match, the game will pick 2 or 3 players from each team. You would have the option for voting for someone in both teams. You would vote for whoever you thought did the best in the blue team, and then you would vote for whoever you thought did best in the red team. And that could help eliminate the salty voting. And you could throw the whole coin thing in there, you know. And for those of you who think you should get a reward for having played the game, come on, guys. Let's be honest. Seeing your sweet, sweet play on that screen is quite enough. So, number 1, you guessed it, story mode, guys! This game needs a story mode. Everyone loves the characters. They're very full. They've got a great backstory. Millions of people are begging for more content. If they released a story mode, I have several friends who would actually pick up the game for a story mode, but they balk because all it is PvP. All it is matchups. There's no story. And they could do this. They could put a full-on story mode where you play the character through a little scenario and you fight bad guys. That would be fun. You have one for each character, and then maybe you can unlock more as you progress through your levels. That'd be kind of cool. So anyway, I think this game could really benefit from adding a few extra things to it. It's already so good, and it's already outdoing itself. So I have to say, yes. Story mode, please. Please, 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 please. Anyway, let me know if y'all have any other ideas. Leave them in the comments. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves. And keep being overly awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody.